This is the Scary Movie Clubcast.
Live from the clubhouse, it's a Scary Movie Clubcast. This is Amanda.
This is Nadine.
And this is Kate.
Woo woo.
All right, and we just finished the twin thing. And Nadine has some fun facts for us.
Yeah, not many about this episode. There weren't many at all. The best one is like that when he describes why he counts to the number 7, not only is it about the family, but also if you watch in that scene, he takes 7 steps from his bed to Nell. Oh, so cute. Just really adorable. And then I was trying to look up for you guys. I really wanted to figure out how exactly Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel met, but I couldn't. But what I did find out is that she's bisexual, which I found interesting. Then I just looked up a couple like random little twin facts. And this one I just had to share because it used one of my favorite memes, which is from 30 Rock, which is my favorite show. And it's Liz Lemon. It's like, working on my night cheese. Are you asking, how does this relate to twins? I would be. It's apparently that women who eat a lot of dairy are more prone to conceive twins.
Oh.
Who knows? I don't know what the science is. But I like the person's meme choices. And then there was one twin fact that I thought was like insane. It said that 40% of twins invent their own language.
And that's so crazy.
That's just a crazy high percent. Like
40%.
Yeah, like I find that to be crazy. They call it like cryptophagia. Another random thing is that so my brothers are identical twins. And
no way!
Yeah.
Well, I think twins are amazing.
I think so too.
I always wanted to be a twin.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
I know.
Oh, I don't.
I eventually had to like.
Well,
give up on
you've
that.
seen twins firsthand, but...
Well, no, I mean, I love twins. I would love to have twins. I don't want to have someone that I'm constantly competing with that's exactly like me. Ugh, kill me.
I think it'd be fun to create our own language.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a 40% shot.
Oh.
I just think that percentage is crazy high. But they talk about like how twins interact in the womb and everything. And that was for sure true of my brothers because when they were teeny tiny little babies, little infant newborns, one of them was more dexterous than the other. And so he would put his thumb in his mouth and then he would take his other hand and put it in my other brother's mouth.
That's so cute.
Because he couldn't do it.
You know,
That's precious.
one of my sisters is going to be a twin.
Oh, really? Which one?
It's Katie.
She knocked off the other.
Yeah, on my mom's first appointment. Yeah.
Wow.
She found out that the second one got absorbed.
Sad.
It was like her first appointment, so it was really early on. Like she didn't even know she was having twins. Like she just found out she was having a baby, and then they're like, "Oh, it would have been twins."
Oh, I would be really depressed to learn that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's it.
But also, isn't the actor who plays Luke? He's actually British.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
You'd never guess.
Uh-oh.
It's a great American accent.
He's a handsome little fella.
I felt like the storyline was like the most heart wrenching.
I
They're all
know.
sad,
Yeah.
but his life's just so sad.
No, it took all of my strength when we were like talking about like, oh, it's the Luke episode. It was so hard for me not to be like, oh, I'm gonna want to cry. Even though I was like, oh, I don't want to ruin it for Kate. Like never going in knowing.
Yeah.
I know, and it's so hard. Like watching the flashbacks, you just see sweet little baby Luke, and you're like, oh, he's the most precious little baby. And then adult Luke is this like sad addict, and you're like, no, this isn't what I wanted for him.
Yeah.
I know he's lost 10 years of his life, like his whole
I
20s.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Addiction's the worst.
And that girl's a jerk.
I know.
Joey.
Well, it's
Stealing
just
his
another
money.
addict.
Mm-hmm.
He's going and stealing from his brother.
Yeah. It's the cycle of stealing, I guess. He was stealing from his brother, and then she stole it from him, and...
I remember the first time I watched this, and the moment that her hand moved down, I was like,
Yeah.
she is stealing that money for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, it was so sad, though, too. Like, his little smile after they kissed. Oh.
I know. He was like, oh, this is what I've always wanted, but like, oh. I know you knew it was bad news when she called him babe. You're like, no.
Yeah, weird timing. When he gets jumped is so sad, too.
I
Kill me.
know.
Yeah, and he talks about how he's always afraid, and yeah, that was sad. He
This-
didn't grow out of his fears. It just
I know, and you
morphed
would-
into bigger fears.
You'd think such a big guy wouldn't be getting jumped. But
know.
Wow, there were 4
yeah,
other guys with rocks too, it seemed like.
It didn't look like he had money or anything for them to steal.
I know.
It took like his coat and shoes.
I know, rude.
It's also crazy seeing Steve. I mean, I know he was like delivering sad news, but he still was like very cold. Kind of like, why are you hugging me? And Luke was just so happy to see him.
Yeah, I think he was just confused by what
talking
Luke
about.
he's saying, because he's like, yeah, he's like, I haven't told you that, like, Nellie's dead. What are you talking about? You couldn't save her. Like, who are you even talking about? And then
That's the
realizing
other
that.
thing too, with like him being so cold and like feeling pain. That's all like from Nellie, like
being a corpse.
Yeah.
exactly. That's why he feels so cold.
And so stiff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
It's a twin thing.
It is
It's
a
a
twin
twin
thing.
thing.
You know, these episode names, they're pretty on the nose.
It's true. Like, I wonder what this next episode is going to be about.
Oh, you guys, the next episode is the bent neck lady.
Yeah, definitely one of the ookiest, spookiest ghosts.
Oh, no.
It's so good.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, such a tangled web.
The actress that plays Nell, she's also, because we had talked about this, she's also
Yeah.
in the show You, because Kate was like, where do I know her
I
from?
know. It's like, I'm so terrible at that. I'm like, I know that actress or I know that actor, but and I know I've seen them in something. I'm really bad at placing them in other contexts, so that was good that you...
Which we actually watched that together as
Yeah.
well
Yeah, we
with
binged
Megan.
You too. That
Season
was our
2.
other movie
Yeah.
marathon.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Yep.
Go hard.
I mean, some things you can't stop once you start.
I know, it's true.
It's like Pringles.
Once you pop,
Fun don't stop.
Pay royalties to Pringles for using their slogan on your...
They should pay us royalty.
I know.
A free advertisement. Get your Pringles.
What about that story in the beginning?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
the
think about that
eyeballs?
still.
And that he had to gouge out his eyeballs with
Well,
knitting
chose
needles.
to.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, don't do acid. Especially not when you're living with some serious PTSD.
And I'm like, that totally went back to haunt him because, yeah, I mean, it's not like you're actually seeing it, it's in his mind. So
Yeah.
now he just sees it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just sees
There's
what's in his
nothing
mind
else
now. Yeah.
To block it out. So, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it made me sad though that he like thought that it was some hopeless case after that, because I was like, you can still change what you're seeing in your mind. You have plenty of other memories. Like, you still just need to like work through and overcome that. Like, it doesn't have to constantly haunt you forever where you're always seeing it.
Yeah, some people are just pessimistic, Nadine.
Don't I know it, Amanda? I feel like that episode in particular feels like such a whirlwind.
Well, Nell didn't commit suicide, which that's not a shock. I knew it was going to be something. Plus, I don't know what they would have even attributed the suicide to. Like, it's not like she had, like, a bullet hole or something, you know?
I mean, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn all about Nell.
Oh, good.
Because none of
Sweet
these
baby
kids come
Nell.
out clean from
No.
this house.
Oh, it's true.
So, the Bentley, is this the Nell episode that we're coming up on?
I do believe so. Yeah.
So good. I love Nell.
Oh, good.
Her story's crazy.
It is crazy.
Maybe this is like... No, never mind.
No, say it.
It's like a multiverse with you. This is how Nell becomes the chick from you.
And she's reborn like a fiend.
Reborn with some kinky vibes.
Yeah.
It's just full crazy.
Yeah.
Hill House just reminds me a lot of the Overlook Hotel from The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got a lot of the same vibes.
Yeah.
Hungry spirits living inside.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, which I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure that the girl who plays Theo was the, like, ghost woman in Oculus. It was hard to tell, though, which was really obnoxious. Like, the pictures that I could find made it really hard to tell, because they just said who she was, like, directly by name, and I was like, I don't remember that ghost woman's name.
Well,
outta here.
the ghost woman was their mother, right?
No. Their mother was their mother, and then there was a ghost woman who was, like, having an affair-ish with the father, who was, like, remember? Oh, yeah, do you have any, like,
Predictions?
theories? Yeah,
Theories?
predictions that you want to put out?
Um,
We won't react.
I'm just gonna
I
look at
just
you
feel
like
like
this.
it's gonna be something super unexpected. That's what I expect. Something unexpected.
Really covering your bases there.
I know. So I feel like right now the obvious thing that they've been setting up is that the mom went crazy, and so I feel like that's not it. I feel like the mom. It probably has nothing to do with the mom. That's my theory so far. Is because I feel like it will be unexpected. I feel like that's what people are expecting right now.
Mm.
And I feel like everybody that I've talked to that's seen this, it's like something like mind blowing or like crazy or like, just like, yeah. So I don't know. I am hoping it's something really clever. But I think it will be, so I don't know. Even if it is the mom, I'm sure they did something clever, but I don't think it's her. I think it's somebody that we're not expecting.
Mm.
Yeah. And I also think the Dudleys have something weird going on. I haven't really talked about them, and maybe they will in later episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely a reason why they're the only ones allowed still there, and they know so much about the house. And like she was afraid of the dumbwaiter because she must know something about the dumbwaiter. We'll see.
Yep, the Dudleys are gonna have some pretty sick monologues coming up.
Oh, good.
Man, when you think about it, it is really weird that basement, they didn't draw it on any of the blueprints because they wanted it to be secret, and yet they made it so that the dumbwaiter can go down there?
Yeah.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, because if it was like from Prohibition days, right, then maybe they were trying to hide it from government or whoever. But then they still wanted access to it. Also, all those graves were of the Hills, so the previous owners all died, I guess. Well, and she said that was the sick bed. So
Yeah, we're gonna get to learn a little bit more about the Hills as we go along. Yeah. So I can't wait to watch you watch those moments.
I know. Which moment was it? Oh, there was one moment where I kept wanting to look at you.
Reaction?
Well, yeah, and I was trying not to do it too obviously because I didn't.
You didn't at all.
I can't remember what
Was it
moment
the part with
though.
the crawly ghost?
Reaction?
No, no, it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
I'm so sorry. I'll try and do better.
It was for whatever the first twist was, where you're like if you haven't seen it, and I can't remember what it was. I will think about it during this next episode we watch, and hopefully remember.
Yeah, let me know. Also, it's starting to get dark. And
I know,
that's
about to
worrying me
get
a little bit.
doubly spooky.
I know, and I feel like the episodes are just gonna get spookier. So
You're not wrong.
You say that the bent neck lady episode might be spooky?
Yeah.
Who would think?
What? We've only been talking about her since episode 1.
I know.
I know.
Such a quality show. Anyway, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Scary Movie Clubcast or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll catch up with you after the next episode. All right, bye.
Bye.
He had his paw in the box. His paw was in the box. He was going for
I
it.
think I jumped harder on that than I was.
Well, yeah, Amanda screamed way louder than it needed. That's for you.
She was in the box.
Oh,
Pepper, don't do this. Don't make me get up again. I will spray
He's going to
you.
do it.
If you make me get up again, Pepper, you're going to get sprayed.
Yeah, pizza's for humans, not for cats.
Try and tell Pepper that. Alright, he seems fine for right now. Oh, nope. Sorry, baby, but you know.
Brought it upon yourself.
You got a lot of pleasure from that.
Oh, no. Not really. I didn't want to get up. Amanda's trigger happy with spraying Shira. I mean, not that Shira's not constantly doing things to be sprayed, but you know.
What you gotta do?
And some of them are hiding secret optimism underneath the surface.
Oh.
Yeah, it just bites me in the butt every time I do be optimistic.
Kate's like, well, that's all I have to say about that.
Personally, I like to look at my pessimism in the most optimistic way, and that I can't be disappointed.
But you are always disappointed.
I know, it's because that optimism still exists in there, and I can't turn it off.
Oh, man.
Sometimes I am surprisingly okay.
I can't be the upbeat note. Sometimes I'm surprisingly okay.
I mean, that's what it is.
Things aren't always the worst of the worst.
If I go into an experience thinking it's going to be the worst of the worst, and then it's just like not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, it's pretty okay.